You can't make it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me check my sound levels. My sound levels looking good. They're looking good. We got a couple of people in the chat. We're gonna wait for everybody to pour in. So last night, okay? Last night, if you missed it, well, I'll wait for more people to pour in before we start talking about last night. Okay? We got a lot to talk about today. It is Saturday. We got Saturday Night Hypnosis. Later today, I got more Marvel Rivals addiction to get into tonight because you know, it's pretty terrible. This is why I hate multiplayer games. Let me just get on my soapbox for a minute. I hate multiplayer games. It's the reason why I haven't, like, in over a year, I haven't gotten into multiplayer games that much. Like, and I'm talking about like competitive multiplayer games that much, because when you find a good multiplayer game, competitive multiplayer, you can't get shit done. Okay, I have not finished Black Myth Wukong. Okay. I was in the midst of playing The Witcher 3. Okay. I was playing a lot of shit. The last 2.5 weeks, no, let me quit lying. The last month, I ain't played nothing but Marvel Rivals. It's a sickness. I can't believe it. It's a sickness. And quite frankly, the more I play it, the more I want to. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Okay? It's
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you.
Ignore that. Ignore that. So anyway, how's everybody going? We got Rolando Ramirez in the building. We got Marciano in the building. NPC person in NPC person. Is that you? Is that like your burner account? Like, what's going on? But NPC person is in the building. S Tier Mortal is in the building. Cyfax is in the building. Melody Mack and John Trent Woke Right Extraordinaire is in the building. Satisfied Popeye is in the building. We're going to have more people come in. It's Saturday. All right. It's January, so we're going to be a lot more consistent. Bill S. Preston is in the building. Okay. We got Zero Cool Kamikaze in the building. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. It's January. Again, guys.
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show.
Why do you keep playing? So we trying to get on our grind, guys. We are absolutely positively trying to get on our grind around here because we got a goal of 30,000 subs that we have to get to. I don't know how we're going to get it. Okay. Especially with the channel performing the way that it is right now. Like, I don't know, bro. I just don't understand YouTube. I really don't understand YouTube, dog. I can't explain it. Like, if somebody's in the chat who understands this shit more than I do, please explain to me. How do you have a big explosion of growth for like 2.5, 3 weeks and then boom, just dead? Like, if it was consistently one thing, okay, cool. Which is what we're used to. But like, golly, what's going on, Frostfang? We got Bling 978 in the building. All right, so last night, if y'all missed it, right? We started a new show. Okay? We put up a new, it's called 30 Carats. We started a new show called 30 Carats, okay? Now, 30 Carats is about promoting us getting to 30K. Okay? That's what we're trying to do. All right? We're trying to get to 30K this year. And what I want to do on 30 Carats is I want to bring in guests to react to the latest bullshit. Now, it's less covering the news and more about reacting to shit that's going on. The topics on 30 Carats can vary all over the place. And the guests, we don't necessarily need big guests. We just want to bring in, and I really want to focus on smaller content creators. You know what I'm saying? Bring them in and have conversations with them. If we get some big ones, that's perfectly fine. But 30 Carats, we had on Sammy Threepeat last night. That's right. Shout out to that boy Sammy Threepeat. We was in there, and then we also want to play games on there. Now, last night we tried to get into some Marvel Rivals, but we could not get it going. But I found a way to get it going, so I know how to get Marvel Rivals up. So, yeah, I'm working on it. So here's the schedule. Monday through Thursday, Ninjacast morning edition or morning grift, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Saturday, Ninjacast Saturday edition, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. And then 30 Carats will be Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. At 10 p.m. Eastern time. The reason why I didn't do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is because Monday night is New Black Street. Okay. So there is no morning grift on Sunday. There is no morning grift on Friday and on Saturday. But there is the Saturday grift, the Ninjacast on Saturday. So that's the complete schedule. I'm going to get out a banner or something to post it to remind people or whatever the case may be. Okay. Yeah, we grinding. Okay. This is, y'all got to understand, ever since I lost my second job, oh no, that was my first job. I'm working. My second job is now my primary job. I've been, trying to hustle, trying to get on the grind, trying to make this YouTube thing work. So hopefully with the consistency, we'll start seeing an uptick in engagement and support. All right. So let's move on. First things first is make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Obviously, like the stream. Okay. Make sure you guys like the stream. All right. Matter of fact, let me see what we at. It's not showing me the likes. That's highly inconvenient. Hold up. Hold on. Give me a second. Ah! My bad. While I was walking back over here, I ran into the damn ring light. Okay. Anyway. All right. Let's get this up and running. Cool. All right, cool. Likes is looking great. Let's put that over here. All right, so it's time to get into the grift, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Cryptic. Come on, Cryptic. Really? Really, Cryptic? We gotta go there. Christopher Baker says, yeah, I miss everything. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. But I'm pretty sure when you get the chance, you're watching and you're doing what you can. We got a lot to talk about today. A couple things to react to, a little bit of fun to have. Where do we want to start? Where exactly do we want to start? Fuck it. We're going to go ahead and start. So last night we talked about this a little bit, but I want to go in a little bit more depth. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Whew. We got the breaking news yesterday that apparently it's a crime to be black and play video games. Okay. Based on what these people are trying to tell you, being a black gamer is the worst life that you can live on this planet. Apparently, when you're a black gamer, you're criticized, you're ostracized, you're discriminated against. Okay, you're hated. You know what I'm saying? You're all of these negative things. Guys, we're talking about video games here. So last night, we saw, Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Jesus fucking Christ. You just can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. There we go. Sorry about that. So, a documentary is being made. Now, again, if you were watching last night, you saw a little bit of this. But we're gonna go into it. For those of you who didn't get to see it, watch this shit here.
The best ideas come out of not being the same.
There are just like little breadcrumbs along the way of like, oh, wait a minute, there's me in here somewhere. You want people to
You said a mouthful there, my love.
I want them to understand that, like, this is for you, like, in a real way. Oh, that is tough. That is tough.
Gaming while black. Now, before I get into anything that we just heard, ladies and gentlemen, okay, gaming while black. Before I get into anything, at what point did Alyssa Mercante become black? Did I miss something? Did y'all see something? Maybe you guys know.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
That is not it. That is not it. That is not it. Okay. I don't know what y'all like. Whose idea was that? Oh yeah, let's make a documentary about how bad it sucks to be a black gamer. Hey, let's throw in a white woman named Alyssa Mercante for no reason at all. Oh, she's such an ally. Y'all never beaten the allegations. Y'all never beaten the allegations. First of all, there's so much to unpack here. There's so much to unpack here. Nah, Blank. I think it's just that because she's taking so much BBC, she might be considered black now. Perhaps. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? That's the only explanation I can come up with. After being a white woman, after you take so much BBC, you just can't take that black up out of you. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, when did she become black? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so much to I want to see more black creators. You know, these people are so lazy, right? As I said on the show last night, why don't you just go into black neighborhoods and talk to the youth and make them understand that being a programmer is possible? You can learn the code. You can learn to use Unreal Engine 5, right? Didn't they make that a lot more accessible for people? There used to be a time where getting access to video game engines was nearly impossible if you wasn't in the industry. Can't you just download Unreal Engine 5 right now? Yeah, I mean, you may have to pay for it. I don't know. Chat, you let me know. Can I not? Let me go and look it up. Let me see. I'm gonna find out for myself instead of asking y'all. Let's find out. Let me find out. Uh-oh. Unreal Engine 5.4 is now available. Unreal Engine 5 is here and it's packed with new features and improvements. Okay, animation. Okay, cool. Is that what I think it is in the top right corner? You can literally download Unreal Engine 5 right now and teach yourself how to use it. Is it free? There's no way it's free. It's probably free to download, and there's probably like extra tools and features that you have to pay for, probably. Shout out to Lawrence LG Gilmer who's in the chat. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter, bro. I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter later on because I gotta ask you something. But yeah, though, you can literally download. So if you want to see more black creators, more people that look like you, right? Why don't you go into neighborhoods? And like I saw Toasty say they would never go to the hood. You don't have to go to the hood. Every black neighborhood is not the hood. So if you go into a black neighborhood that's not the hood, I wouldn't advise you go to the hood. You know what I'm saying? There's black neighborhoods that are actually not the hood. They're pretty, I wouldn't say wealthy, but they're pretty well off, just normal, everyday, middle class citizens. They live in nice houses. They go to nice little high schools. It's a little bit of niggardry going on. I mean, come on, you can't 100% get rid of the niggardry, but it's middle class. Go in there and tell them, hey, you don't have to play football. You don't have to play basketball. You don't have to go and be, I mean, you don't even have to be an engineer. Come over here and learn the code. You can download Unreal Engine right now and take your art, because you niggas is always drawing. Take your art, put it into the computer, and make some shit that you want. But like somebody in the chat just said, Roman 5 just said, because virtual signaling takes less effort. Sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. It takes less effort. It took you way less effort to make a goddamn documentary on how oppressed you are as a black gamer. Oh my God, first world problems. Oh my God, I jumped into a game of Fortnite and somebody called me a nagger. I'm so hurt. Man, shut up, man. Come on with this, man. Come on with this. Like, we got to find something better to do. We got to find something better to do. I don't know about y'all. Let me go back to it.
There were just like little breadcrumbs along the way of like, oh, wait a minute. There's me in here somewhere.
There's me in here somewhere. I personally think that this thought process is a sickness. The idea that I need to see myself in everything that I play and do. Where's my favorite guy? Let me see if I can find this clip again, because I lost it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Here it is. You know what this gives me shades of? Watch this, y'all. Where is it? Oh no, I think I do have it. I remember now. Screen. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. I got y'all. It's not. It's captures. Camera roll. No. Where is it? God damn it. Let me see. Where are you? Here it is. I'm about to hook y'all. Watch this. Let me see if I can.
Baranor in the shadow of.
Here it is. You know what this gives me shades of, chat?
Baranor in the Shadow of War video games, but he was a made-up character for the Lord of the Rings. And I've never seen myself represented in the Lord of the Rings before, so this is awesome, because I've never seen myself as one of the main characters before, like actually seen myself represented in some form. Baranor.
I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Because that's what this is like to me. Yeah. Why do you need to see yourself? Like, take a game like Marvel Rivals, right? think about all the players think about all the characters that you've played so far. Who is my main character that I use right now? Like, as a matter of fact, chat. Let's get you guys engaged. If you play Marvel Rivals right now, put in the chat who is your main that you're using right now. And I'll tell y'all. Let me know in the chat right now, if you play Marvel Rivals, who is your main? Okay. Zero Kamikaze talking about Nick Fury. I see Jeff. Satisfied Papa. I'm gonna stash that away. I see Jeff. I see Penny Parker. I see Scarlet Witch. Frostfang talking about some Mantis, Namor, and Venom. If you don't pick one, Martiano says Penny Parker. Cyfax says Mantis. Roman says Groot. Hey, Groot is pretty tough. Slay says he haven't played it yet, but he's going to play Psylocke. Man, you better hurry up and get in there, man. Zero Kamikaze says Scarlet Witch. I see Squirrel Girl. Crypto Beat says can't stand Jeff. So speaking of Satisfied Papa, I need to know right now. Can you see yourself in Jeff the goddamn land shark? I need to know. Can you see yourself? How can you see yourself in Jeff? I need to know. I need a full-blown explanation right now, Satisfied Popeye. How can you see yourself in Jeff the land shark? I need an explanation. Come on, Satisfied Popeye. You are on the clock. I need an explanation right now, Satisfied Popeye. How can you see yourself? Because there's no way you could be playing Jeff the Land Shark if you can't see yourself in the character. So I need an explanation now. Toasty says he probably got a tail too. Come on, Satisfied Popeye. Do 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 Your time is up, Satisfied Popeye. You cannot see yourself in Jeff the Land Shark. So therefore, according to the rules of these niggas, you can no longer play Jeff the Land Shark. Look at this nigga, Satisfied Popeye, just ignored everything we just said. You cannot, Popeye, you can no longer play Jeff the Land Shark because you cannot see yourself as Jeff the Land Shark. I'm over it. Okay. My main is Magic. My main is Magic. I cannot see myself in Magic, or can I? Am I secretly a tranny? Do I secretly want to identify as a woman, as a Russian woman carrying a sword? Maybe life would be easier if I went and bleached my skin, put on a blonde wig, ran around with a fucking sword, calling myself Magic. I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? Because I can't see myself in Magic. So according to these guys, I shouldn't be playing. What else? I play Space Marine. Can anybody see themselves in Space Marine? Can I see myself in that? Big niggas in big armor, killing aliens. Can you see yourself in that? What about Stellar Blade? Can you see yourself in Stellar Blade? It's a goddamn Asian woman swinging around a sword. Can you see yourself? Huh? Maybe I can see myself in Black Myth Wukong. Look at all the white people in the chat. Yeah, monkey boy. Griff. Yeah, guys, this is absurd. This is absurd. Now let's get to this part. Why is she here? Why is she here? Huh? In what way can Alyssa Mercante see herself in black? Never mind. I know exactly how she can see herself.
Yeah, they squabbling.
They definitely squabbling out there now.
Yeah.
They definitely squabble. She is squabbling. Why is she in this documentary?
We stand with the people who work at our studio. We stand with a more diverse industry. We support the concept of a more diverse industry, telling more diverse stories. There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
Let me play that again.
If you don't like this, don't buy it. For you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it. It's out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
This woman is dead set on becoming the new Frost Gurren. Oh, she is so dead set on becoming Frost so bad. Sweetheart, you and people like you whose entire persona is just dead set on not understanding basic economics. What the hell? Is the stream still going for y'all? Oh, okay, whatever. It's just she's just dead set on not understanding bacon economics. What the fuck is bacon economics? Okay, whatever. Anyway, basic economics. Okay, if we know buy, you know have job. I don't understand. Like, what are we missing here? Awissa? Come on, Awissa, what are we missing here? If we know buy, and I see you 8-bit Eric in the chat, give me a moment. If we know buy, you know get paid, you know get job. Now maybe, right, if you start telling your diverse stories on a smaller scale, slash the budget by, 80%, okay, cool. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But nigga, don't be coming over here with a big ass studio and a $400 million budget talking about some, we want to tell stories about trans people. Okay, you want to lose your job, nigga. The fuck? Come on, Awissa. You got to be smarter than that. And I'm glad you said that because that's going at the end of every video from now on. If you don't like it, don't buy. I'm going to clip that. Thank you for that. We're going to play that on every video game controversy. I'm going to play that to remind the audience, guys. She said it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Remember EA said that, what was it, Battlefield? Was it Battlefield 5? Huh? What the fuck is going on? Is the live? Are we still live? What's going on, 8-Bit Eric? I saw you in the chat early. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? The fuck? He was just in the chat. Where did it go? Where did his comment go? Every single time a game flops and somebody announces layoffs, I need y'all to spam this clip. I need you to have it saved in your phone. Have it saved in your phone, and I need you to favorite it so that you have it ready to go every single time a game flops. And when they announce those layoffs, I want you to play this clip.
For you to buy. There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it. For stories, there's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it. Stories, there's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
Music to my ears. Music to my ears. You heard it here first. Clip it, screen record it, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure every time you see layoffs on Twitter, when they announce it, just drop that clip in the comments. And then, and add this. When you drop it, make sure you say Griff Griff when you drop it. Just put the caption, Griff Griff, and then what she said. That's all you got to do. Don't say nothing. Don't argue with nobody. Just say, Griff Griff, this is what she told us to do. And that's it. That's it. Who's going to be the first to flop? Is it going to be Assassin's Creed this year? Is it going to be Avowed? What else is coming out this year? Huh? Oh, no. We ain't even got to worry about what's just coming out this year, because there's some games that flopped at the end of last year that are going to be announcing some layoffs soon. How long before BioWare started laying people off? When they announce it, all you got to do is just drop that clip. Just say Griff Griff. Play it again.
There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
And that's it. I didn't like it, so I didn't buy it. And now you're unemployed. Can I get a Don DeMarco?
Don DeMarco.
And that'll conclude that. Okay? That will conclude that. All right. See what y'all talking about in these comments. 8-Bit Eric says fail guard. What's going on? What's going on, Eric? You sober today, man? You sober today, my boy? Let's see what we got going on. Christopher Baker said Battlefield Vag. I'm dead. Marciano says I got my comment removed from a what the EGAD vid for adding Griff Griff to the end of the comment I made on his vid. Who is what the EGAD? I've never heard of that person. Marciano says I don't have a shitter. I mean a Twitter. Fair enough. You can just, you don't have to. It's all good. I'm sick. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm sick about y'all calling this man Booty Adams instead of Sugar Bear. I blame Hypnotic for this. I still don't understand the Booty Adams thing. All right, let's see what we got next on the docket for today. Let's see. Oh man, you know what? We don't too much talk about comic books a lot on here, but I did make a bet with you guys. I did make a bet. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know what this month's bet is. Remember how we always talk about aTraes doesn't read comics, okay? aTraes doesn't read comics. I get it. And you guys are highly upset with me about that because I seem to have a lot of opinions that you don't approve of when it comes to comic book characters. I understand. I empathize with that. And so I made a bet. If we get to 16,000 subs by the end of January, I will be forced to read a comic live on stream, and you guys get to choose the comic. Okay? Y'all get to choose the comic. All right? That's the bet. But right now, we got to talk about why people don't read comics no more. All right? We got to talk about it. And perhaps maybe this is one of the reasons why. Y'all see this shit? This person says, what changed in comic books? Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? See, you can shoot Joker in the face, but it's much harder to shoot issues like homophobia or systemic racism.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You cannot make this stuff up. Lawrence says that's not a comic. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He said it's not a comic. It's guys, this is embarrassing. First of all, let me tell you why this is some fake bullshit. Let me tell you why this is some fake. This is propaganda. This is they made it up.
Stupid. None of it's true. None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lied.
They lied. Okay. Let me tell you why this is made up. Under no circumstances, and we got Cryptid Beast in the chat. We got Lawrence G in the chat. I just seen Veckel for the first time in a long time. We got a couple of niggas in the chat that can vouch for me on this. Under no circumstances would any black man, any self-respecting black man, ever be in the presence of a badass white woman with his arm around her shoulder, preaching to her about issues concerning homophobia. What the fuck? Systemic racism? Yeah. Homophobia? No nigga give a fuck about no homophobia. Don't no nigga give a... It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I don't know what you heard. I don't know who you consulted with this, but it doesn't exist. Maybe if he's gay, okay, that's different. If he's gay, that's different. But ain't no straight black man in no conversation with a beautiful white woman talking about some, yeah, you need to address systemic racism and homophobia. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We the most homophobic niggas on the planet. We don't care. We call niggas gay for fun. What the fuck? Any grown black man would be reading this, like, because if you bought a comic, you likely buying it for your son. So you hear your son read that out loud. Dad, what's homophobia? What are you talking about, son? You get the page. See, you can shoot Joker in the face, but it's much harder to shoot issues like homophobia. What? Okay, son. You want to know what homophobia is? Let me get closer to y'all. You want to know what homophobia is, son? Oh, shit. You want to know what homophobia is, son? Yes, Daddy. What's homophobia? It's common sense. Can I get a griff? It's common sense, son. That's what every black father telling his son. Yeah, we like women in this house, son. So, yeah, because we like women, we're homophobic. You see? You see how me and your mom got together and now you're here? That's homophobia. You see how your mom got pregnant with you and took it to term and delivered you and raised you? That's homophobia. That's a fact. You see that little sweet little girl down the street that you've been looking at? Yeah, I seen you. Yeah, you're a little bit young, but you're still my son. Okay, that's homophobia. You know that little tinkly feeling you get below the belt anytime you see some titty, son? Yeah, that's homophobia. By the way, I'm telling my wife, hey, make sure you hide all the lotion and anything that could be considered lubricant around here. I'm not ready for that conversation with my son yet. I'm not ready for that conversation. Motherfucker just came up to me and asked me what's homophobia. By the way, we're gonna burn that comic. I'm gonna get you another one. I heard there's a new comic on the block called The Ripperverse. Can I get a griff graph? Can I get a griff? What are we talking about here? Ain't no black man out here preaching to nobody about no homophobia. Of all the podcasts and stuff you've seen where black men appear on, what podcast have you ever seen niggas bring up? You know what we should really address in our community? Homophobia. That's like imagine being a presidential candidate and you come into the black community full of black, not just the black community, you come to the black leaders, the black men who are leading their community, and you go, guys, so let's talk about homophobia. Niggas gonna be like, oh, hell no. Like, you don't get the fuck out of here. Holy. That's how I know ain't no actual black men wrote this. There's no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He getting cooked in the comments though. Nothing changed, just polys like you who believe everything is political are cherry picking panels from comics to try to make people not like comics. That's the only thing that changed. First of all, people already don't like comics. I don't know if you've heard or not. You know what I'm saying? But the comic book industry is not doing well, unless you're the Ripperverse, apparently. Comic book industry is not doing well. So I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you heard, but it ain't doing well. And additionally, yes, but see, it's like everything's always been political, but there's always been an up for interpretation attitude about these politics. I don't care what you say. Putting stuff about racism, bigotry, trans ideology, homophobia, sexism, all that stuff in any form of art is going to be politically controversial. It doesn't matter. The reason why it's controversial is because we can't come to an agreement on what's actual racism. You got black people out here like old girl who refused to, we just talked about it on New Black Street, old girl who refused to write a song for a white artist like Adele because she's white, but that's not considered racism. Why? Because we don't have any power to be racist. But wait a minute. You have the power to write a powerful song that a white person wants to pay you to get so they can have a hit song. You refuse to make song for said white person because you're a racist. Therefore, you had the power to deprive that white person of a hit song. You can't make this shit up. You just cannot make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. You really think Harley Quinn wants to sit here and listen to shit about systemic racism? Harley Quinn be at home getting her ass whooped by the fucking Joker. You think she care about systemic racism? You think she care about oppressing black people on a regular basis? She at home getting beat up. Joker be hitting whole combos on her. You dumb, raggedy, clown face bitch. We lost to Batman again, and it's because of you. And you think she thinking about racism? No. She trying to figure out how she gonna make it the next week. Because this nigga trying to use her as bait to blow up a children's hospital. What in the hell? Systemic racism, anyway. S-Tier Immortal says Griff. I know that's right. Griff. Frostfang says he must have been raised in a white man's house. Hey, I don't know if y'all seen. It's extremely weird. It's giving me real Diddy vibes. But a lot of these famous white couples be having black children, and they be dressing their boys up as girls and their girls up as boys. It's feeling real Diddy-ish around here. Real Epstein-ish around this motherfucker. Real Epstein-ish. All right, let's move on. We're making good time. Let's see if we can get some reaction videos in this thing, man. What we got going on? Let's get this up out of here. Let's see. What do I want to... Sometimes I'll be saving stuff that seemed interesting in the moment, but then you actually get into it and it's really not that interesting. What in the hell? All right. Here we go. Oops. All right, so Jake Shields explains to a feminist OnlyFans model that the worst thing possible as a man is for your mother to be a whore, okay? You admit your kids are going to be taunted. That doesn't bother you a little bit. Full episode, now Lincoln replies. Okay, so I remember this chick because this chick has actually been on the Fresh and Fit podcast before, and I believe she does OnlyFans. She's like the reincarnation of Mia Khalifa. So let's take a look at that. I thought this would be interesting. I haven't watched it yet. Let's go and see what they're talking about.
I don't think it'll be damaging later in life, like finding a husband, or if you don't think it'll be damaging later in life, like finding a husband, or if you have children in the future, like the embarrassment they would deal with and stuff.
Well, you're making the assumption that I think it'd be an embarrassment for your children. I think right now we're in such a degenerate digital age. Like, you hear stories of kids, female classmates being taunted by their male classmates with deep fake porn that they're making them at home, and it's like nobody's responsible for that, right? Like, kids are always gonna like sexualize.
For example, they're being taunted for it. That's the whole point. But if it's real, like what you've done, so you're gonna admit your kids are gonna be taunted. That doesn't bother you a little bit?
I guess my point is they'd probably be taunted regardless. Like with AI porn, you.
What? Huh? So her argument is that, well, you might as well do OnlyFans because people can make AI porn of you anyway. So you're going to get made fun of anyway. You might as well do it. Nah. It's no way.
You could literally be like, hey, look, I like fucked your mom last night, and show like a deep fake porn of my kid's friend could show like a deep fake porn video of me fucking them. You know what I mean? Like, that's where technology is headed.
If it's real versus fake, there's a big difference.
I guess I'm saying if you're using the standard of whether something's wrong to do because my child will be taunted for it, I guess my point is they're going to be taunted regardless. And I don't think we should use children's bullying as a moral litmus, because kids will bully each other for being. Like, I was bullied because I went to a mostly white school. Not bullied, but like people made fun of me for the fact that my parents were lower class and I went to an old money school. My parents were minimum wage workers and cashiers. I don't think there's anything wrong with my parents being cashiers, and I wouldn't ever want them to internalize that and think my job.
You somehow think you being made fun of because your parents were cashiers are the same as being made fun of because your mom is a OnlyFans whore?
Okay. Is humiliating or inherently immoral just because my daughter at her school with these rich kids is getting made fun of for it. So why do we specifically apply that to OnlyFans? I'm not saying it's exactly the same. There's an argument to be made there. I just don't know if
so
the
why
argument
bring
to
it
be
up?
made there is because children are taunting each other for it.
I think it's a lot worse for a male. I think for a man, the worst thing you can be is have your mom be a whore. So I think maybe it's different. Women don't.
Is that really the
understand
worst thing?
It's the worst possible thing for a man if someone's mom was a whore, and if guys were like showing pictures of your mom like doing sex first. There's like nothing really more demeaning than that. So you better hope you have daughters. But then would you want your daughter seeing you that way?
So first of all, when you look at like what kids are being bullied for, usually it's things like the way they look. So for instance, if they're not like attractive or they just like look funny, and there's a lot of racial bullying. So I guess by that logic, it's like, okay, if you're a person of color, should you not put your kid in a school, like again, kind of like similar to my instance?
Is it really? Because I went to schools that had more white people.
So
there wasn't really any racial bullying that I saw when I was in high school. Maybe
oh, well
things
then,
changed, but
that must be a statistic that's different than the statistic I saw, which shows that like a great chunk of bullying that does take place is racially motivated.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! How is that possible when most people are going to, like, most black people go to a black school, most white people go to a white school, most Hispanics and whatnot go to school with other Hispanics? Stop it! Get the hell out of here! Get way the fuck out of here! Women will tell the most blatant lies just to win an argument. First of all, your argument has nothing to do with nothing. The argument that, well, I'm going to go ahead and do OnlyFans because my kids are going to get bullied anyway. If they're not going to get bullied for racist reasons, then they're going to get, if they're not going to get bullied for me being a whore, they're going to get bullied for them for going to a racist school. So I might as well be a OnlyFans girl.
So I guess my point is, should a parent of a child who is obviously of color not enroll their child in a predominantly white school to stave off bullying and instead seek out a school of kids with a similar background to avoid that? And you would probably say no. So I'm saying, okay, so let's stop pretending that your gripe with OnlyFans has anything to do with children being bullied and just
one of my mini gripes.
It's not the cardinal gripe, but guys pretend it is because it makes it sound more morally virtuous if they could pretend they're doing this. If they could pretend they're anti-OnlyFans because it's in the best interest of the kids.
I'm floored. I'm literally floored. The kids is one part of the argument, but it's embarrassing for all parties involved. All parties involved. What do your parents think of this? Like, you see how they just deflect? Listen, I understand that OnlyFans is a new phenomenon. Okay? It's a new phenomenon. And y'all haven't seen the consequences yet. But I'm telling you, the consequences are coming. Oh, they're coming. They're absolutely positively coming. Because eventually little boys have to grow up. And eventually that trauma. How many niggas showing you, bro, this your mama getting cracked on screen? Yeah. Let's see how many boys grow up to hate their moms. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Ooh, I'm so glad I ain't have to deal with that growing up. I know some dudes growing up that used to have to go to bed like this. Because their mom's bedroom was on the other side of the wall. I know a dude that was playing recreational football growing up and watched his head coach come out of his mom's bedroom with a Kool-Aid ass smile on his face, zipping up his pants. Hey, I'm gonna see you at practice tomorrow, bro. Think about how cooked as a man you have to be for somebody to come up to you and say, man, your mom was a hoe back in the day, huh? What's wrong with my mom being a hoe? Right. Yeah. All right. Smart JPR says the internet has made idiots way too comfortable with not growing up and having accountability and responsibilities. That's a bar. There's no accountability with the internet. You don't have to. What's the point of accountability, right? What is the point of accountability? All right, so we got to get into one of our major topics. All right. We got to get into one of our major topics. So, I want to say the biggest thing to come out this week is a major victory for Gamergate. Okay? The Helldivers CCO or director recently came out and said these comments. Okay? He said, DEI has no place in games. Okay? He said, I don't like labels, but mankind is united in the extreme xenophobia. Well, he's asked, how would DEI have benefited Helldivers too? Now, this isn't the whole comment. Where's the whole comment? Hold on, y'all. Based. Head ass. Here we go. My bad. If it doesn't add to the game experience, it detracts, and games should be a pure pursuit of amazing moments. Someone asked, how would DEI have benefited Helldivers 2? He goes, I don't like labels, but mankind is united in its extreme xenophobia on Super Earth inclusion, so maybe that's DEI. I really don't care. Make good games. Don't make contemporary political statements. Now, we talked about that earlier this week. All right. And it's really sent the industry into a spin. We talked about how Paul Tassi had a meltdown over it. And now we got to talk about how The Verge is having a meltdown. The Verge. Oh my God. Where is it? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I don't have it. Very unfortunate.
Oh my God.
Vice. Okay. This person, Dwayne Jenkins. Let's see if we can find out who this guy is. There he is. There he is. Here we go. This is Dwayne Jenkins. Yeah, you look like you a old Black Lives Matter ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I am not going to lie. Anyway, he says, I'm still trying to grapple with the comments made by the Helldivers 2 creative director regarding DEI. Is Helldivers 2 not about xenophobia and the folly of being mindlessly loyal to your country despite being discarded like garbage? Guys, let's look up xenophobia. Jesus fucking Christ. Because these niggas use these words frivolously. Uh-oh. Where is it? Fear and hatred of strangers or foreigners or anything that is strange or foreign. Now, maybe I'm not deep into the Helldivers lore like that. So, in the comments, you guys can hold me accountable if I'm wrong. But is it really xenophobia if the strangers or foreigners from your planet are actively hostile? And before I move forward, I want to answer on that. Because maybe there's something in the Helldivers lore that make the various enemies that you face hostile towards Super Earth. Maybe there is. So let me know. But are we xenophobic if, let's say Earth right now, if we are invaded by aliens today, and we do whatever we can to keep them off our planet, are we now xenophobic? I'm confused. Chat. Spade says there is. What is it? What is it? What is it that Super Earth did that made all them fucking bug monsters want to come after Super Earth? Because that's all I want to know. Motherfucker said space Mexicans, I'm dead. Them motherfuckers sitting at the border like, oh, yet another meme I don't have. Sorry. IIRC, the automatons used to be allies. Okay. But like, if they're actively hostile though, am I xenophobic because I want to keep them off of my planet? I mean like, okay, what's the, like, actual xenophobia in my mind is we don't really have a reason to want to keep you off of our land. We just don't want you on our land. Like, you're not hostile. You're not hostile. You're not trying to take our resources. Hell, you just passing through. Hey, guys, we need to get through you. We need to just march through here to get to where we want to go. And we're like, nah, fuck you. I hope you die out there in the streets. To me, that's xenophobia. If you're actively doing damage to my homeland, my planet, my country, my city, how is it xenophobia? You know what? Fuck it. It is xenophobia. How is it bad and how is that political? To me, there's nothing political about that. There are literal bugs as big as a goddamn house trying to murder us. What's political about that? There's nothing political about it. Go back to the article. There's nothing political about it. There's nothing political about xenophobia. If I'm xenophobic for defending my planet against a fucking murderous bugs, well, shit, nigga, I'm xenophobic. But there's nothing political about that. And the reason why we know it's political, the reason why we know it's not political is because if aliens invaded Earth today and they were actively hostile, there would be nobody on this planet who would argue that we just need to let it happen. Everybody would be on board like, what do we got to do to defend our planet? It's not political at all. It's not politically divisive. Smart JPR says a great example of xenophobia is being against gentrification. So I'm assuming you're talking about the idea that because gentrification in the black community, and you can correct me on this, they talk about gentrification all the time, is the idea that people, rich white folks with money, come into lower income neighborhoods, buy everything up, rebuild it, then rebuild it, build it up to something more expensive and pushing everybody else out. So the rich white people are saying, well, this neighborhood has potential. Let's build it up so we can bring in more money. And the black people are saying, nah, we don't want you to do that. This is our place. And then the rich white people are saying, well, fuck, nigga, this shit look like garbage. We got businesses and stuff that want to come in here and bring more money, and this fucking neighborhood look like a dump. And we're not building it up for free. We're building it up so the rich people that want to move down here can spend more money, provide more jobs. So I guess in a way that could be xenophobia, I suppose. Let's continue with this article, man. I wanted to let the comments made by Helldivers 2 creative director Jahan, I'm sorry. Just gonna call him Jahan, settle for a while. So for those of you who aren't terminally online, Jahan went on X and in response to someone saying never add DEI to your games, to which Jahan shot back, if it doesn't add to the game experience, it detracts, and games should be a pure pursuit of amazing moments. I'm accustomed to holding my tongue and getting as much context as I can before analyzing such an interaction. But then Mr. Helldivers 2 went on to respond to another person regarding DEI. I don't like labels, but mankind is united in an extreme xenophobia on Super Earth. Inclusion, so maybe that's DEI. I really don't care. Make good games. Don't make a contemporary political statement. Okay? The first comment is ambiguous enough that you could argue with a charitable good faith interpretation. The message is art shouldn't go out of its way to add an element that doesn't quite fit into it, which is valid in a sense. Nobody should be forced to add anything to their creative vision just to pander to any group. Okay. But God is leave politics out of our games so goddamn exhausting at this point. He's about to go off the deep end. He's about to go off the deep end. Buckle in. As someone with a big platform, okay, I'll start by saying this. I don't know what Jahan intended to say with his comments centered around DEI. It's not my place to start throwing stones when nothing definitive has been said to where I can immediately point to it and create a label for someone who possibly, again, in the most optimistic light, didn't quite understand how his statements could have been interpreted. I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit for being reasonable. Okay. He isn't quite the insane woke lefty that we've come to know. He's being reasonable. He says, though, however, I'm so sick of this cyclical. I think I said that right. Cyclical, selective, keep politics out of our games, whining and complaining. I don't have the energy to sit here and go through why most of your favorite games, in fact, are considered woke by the term's fluid definition, because there are zero politics in Persona, Metal Gear Solid, BioShock, Mass Effect, or any other AAA franchises, right? I don't think you understand. I'm gonna be a little bit respectful because you seem to be a reasonable guy. I don't think you understand what keep politics out of our games mean. And I'll admit that simply saying keep politics out of our games is not really the whole thing. And it doesn't do a good job of conveying the message that we're trying to tell you. Simply put, keep the political divisive bullshit out of our games. Is that a little bit better for you? Okay. I would argue that xenophobia is not political, because I think it's just pure common sense. If we are facing a foreign, hostile, sentient being that wants to do harm to us, it is common sense to want to keep them out of our territory. That's not politics. That's common sense. Okay. But racism, okay, is political. Now, how do you approach racism in your game? Are you just showing the user how one race is racist, like in Dragon Age, right? Whereas some other games where Frieza is obviously a racist, right? Frieza literally starts a movie off going, "Hello, monkeys." I mean, he hates Saiyans. Obvious racist, right? But it's not political. That's not political. It's just stating a thing. This character is a racist. We're not going to tell you he's a racist. You're just going to be able to observe he's a racist by his actions. That's not political. Now, if Goku broke out in a monologue about how Frieza shouldn't be a racist, now it becomes political. What, nigga? Goku, this nigga blew up your planet. Why are you talking to them about being a racist? Beat his ass. Beat his ass. In Dragon Age, there's all sorts of racism, but you're not hearing any political monologues or choices or leaning one way or another. It's just showing you, hey, these people are racist, and these can be the consequences behind what happens when you are racist. Not political at all. You're leaving it up for interpretation. What else? Trans ideology. Obviously political. Why? Because anybody with any sort of common sense will be able to tell you a man cannot become a woman and a woman cannot become a man. But then there's this thing going on where you got people who legitimately believe they've been born in the wrong body. Okay. You can put it in a game, right? This is a trans person that's just there. You don't really know if they're a trans person. They don't really talk about it. They leave it ambiguous for the audience to, whatever, maybe in a little bit of dialogue here and there, that person insinuates that they used to be this gender, but they changed. But it's never a big part of the story. That's not political. It's just in there. But when you decide to make it a part of the dialogue consistently, a part of the story consistently, and you choose to highlight this as like one of the biggest draws of the game. Oh, we got trans characters. Now you just made it political. There was a trans character in Hogwarts Legacy. Did anyone make a big deal about that? Nope, because the character was just there. Okay, hello, trans person. Just like in real life, if I go to the bank and I open up the door and I notice there's a man in a wig walking towards me, guess what I would do? I would hold the door open for him. He would say, "Thank you." I would say, "You're welcome." And I would keep going. The same way I would do for a man or a woman, somebody's granny, somebody's grandfather. The same way I do for every other person. Now I would be thinking in my head like, ugh. But I keep on going about my business because they're just there. But you don't know how to do that. Because you got to let the world know that I'm here, I'm queer. I'm here. Acknowledge me. I was a man, now I got breasts. I still got my dick though. Somehow I'm still considered trans, I guess. Let's continue. Here it's just funny that Helldivers 2 has the spotlight, which actively makes fun of Gino, yeah, I don't know that word. Jingoism, and says that the Helldivers are well, no, I gotta look that word up. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Extreme chauvinism or nationalism marked especially by belligerent foreign policy. Okay, I guess. All right. Which actively makes fun of jingoism, and it says that the Helldivers are expendable governmental pawns. But of course, some people take the authoritarian bits too seriously, like when a certain group of people couldn't quite understand that the boys' Homelander is meant to be a deplorable man-child, unfit to be worshipped, yet media literacy is apparently at an all-time low. I don't understand y'all's obsession with people liking Homelander. People don't like Homelander because he's a great person or they worship him. Are you a fucking moron? They like Homelander because he's a tremendous villain. What are we talking about? Am I being made fun of? Did I say that word wrong? I'm sorry. So we'll keep having the politics out of our games conversations, despite the most beautiful stories being set against diverse backgrounds, because the problem isn't that it detracts from the experiences. The problem is its mere existence. What game are you talking about? I played a demo. See, here's the thing. You can play games like this. You can play games like this. Absolutely, positively. Play them. Love them. Enjoy them. But people just don't want to play that shit. I'm sorry. It is what it is. People don't want to play that shit. So all in all, you know, he isn't as psychotic as I thought he was going to be. I thought this was going to be a complete meltdown. I wouldn't say a meltdown. He had a little bit of a fit, but it wasn't a meltdown, okay? It wasn't a meltdown. Woo! Where we at with it? Where are we? How y'all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Let me get to some of these comments, man. Let me get to some of these comments. Rolando asks, why did the bot start fighting us? I would like to know that too. Prasan says, discrimination is inherently bad. Removing rapists from society and discriminatory, but no normal person would object to it. Yeah, exactly. Smart JPR says, correct. Not exactly rich white people, just rich people. Instead of buying out the neighborhood, why not just invest in the current businesses and actually help the neighborhood? Well, admittedly, because that would take too long, because the neighborhood isn't the problem. It's the people in the neighborhood. So objectively speaking, if I wanted to invest in a neighborhood, I would buy up property and raise the prices on it. And then the way I look at it is the reasonable people will make enough money to stay, and the people who are living a lifestyle that is not conducive to a great community will have to move out. That's the way I look at it. Roman 5 says video games can have their own contained politics based on the world. We want real world politics out of it. There you go. Absolutely. What's up, Joel Jimenez? How you doing? Space says we don't want to be told what to think. Politics and good games let us come to our own conclusions, and that's the best way you can put it. That's the best way you can put it. Let me get you a Don DeMarco, man.
Dom DeMarco.
You're not gonna tell me what to think, and you're not gonna put politics in your game that I disagree with, and then call me a bigot for not agreeing with it. You can go fuck yourself with that. You can go fuck yourself. Okay, give me a moment. All right. All right. So there's one story. What the hell? Motherfuckers keep calling me, bro. Hold up, give me a second, y'all. Y'all gonna stop calling me. That's what y'all gonna do. Keep getting phone calls from numbers I don't recognize. Turn my silence unknown callers. Turning it back on. Thank you. Keep trying to call me. Don't keep going straight to voicemail, goofball. All right. So, this is one that I forgot to cover earlier this week. So we're gonna get into it right now. All right. Black Myth Wukong won Game of the Year in the Steam Awards. Okay. So obviously the Steam Awards doesn't have the same shine as the Game Awards, I suppose, if you take the Game Awards seriously. But it's wild because isn't the Steam Awards based on votes from the gamers, right? Black Myth Wukong won Game of the Year. Now this upset a lot of people. Funny how things change when actual gamers get to pick their game of the year and not the fraud games media. There you go. So what would have won without the Chinese vote? That is a good point. This is what happens when Sony isn't in the pockets of an award show. I don't know, guys. I think that comment, because I hadn't thought about that. What would it have looked like without the Chinese vote? There's a lot of people whom did not like this. Wukong only wins on a platform without Astrobot. I'm sorry. I haven't played Astrobot, but I watched gameplay of it, and I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that game is better than Black Myth Wukong. Wukong won because Astrobot wasn't on Steam, I guess. The Steam Awards are just a giant joke. Now, keep in mind, this person is saying the Steam Awards are a joke because the gamers voted. You see how there's this forced hate from Black Myth Wukong? Let me take a look at this, right? Keep in mind, Myth Wukong. Let's see. 4 years ago, Okay, 4 years ago, this is when Black Myth Wukong, guys, was first revealed, I believe. Was it this one or was it another one? Yeah, it had to be that one. But that one says 4 years ago. Okay, we'll go to this one. I remember this because this was a 13-minute trailer. Look how excited people was for this game. 26,000 likes, only 348 dislikes. And then if you go to the IGN one, 134,000 likes, 2.5 thousand dislikes. Now, let me ask you this. Would you say that the game lived up to its first reveal? Like, based on what we saw, because I remember it was 13 minutes. Let me mute this really quick. Would you say, right, that Black Myth Wukong lived up to what it first advertised to us? Me, I would say yes, it did. I would say that it did. So if it lived up to what the trailer first showed us, how is it possible that all of these people have such negative things to say about Black Myth Wukong? Why are people dying on the hill of something so mid? The whole thing is a big yikes from the PC gaming community. More people in this thread are excited that certain other games didn't win instead of just being happy that others did. Starting to think it's better to leave the gamer voice out of this shit. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Every time. Every time. Every time. It's the pronouns every damn time. Look at this. Look at this shrimp. Every time. You just can't make this stuff up, man.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You cannot make this stuff up. Pronouns every time. Between this and the Game Awards, you can 100% see that video games as a cultural have devolved into digital Funko Pops, whatever that means. Y'all really let Helldivers lose this? I don't know. Helldivers kind of ruined their steam. What's going on, Hypnotic? How's it going? Fucking pronouns every time. Wukong over mouthwashing and light. If you're seriously, I played mouthwashing. Good game. You seriously think that's game of the year? Are you out your rabbit ass? Wow. Wow. I can't, that's it. I can't read anymore. I can't read anymore. But that's fine. I mean, you can keep coming after gamers saying gamers don't know what they're talking about. You can keep doing that. You can keep doing that. But what's our clip? What's our clip? We're gonna keep playing it. Let me go find it again. Let me go find it again. Since y'all want to keep coming at gamers, y'all want to keep coming at gamers?
Concept of a more diverse industry, telling more diverse stories.
What are we going to play? When your game flops. When your game flops.
Plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
and you can Don DeMarco that.
Don DeMarco.
You can Don DeMarco that. Okay? If you don't like it, don't buy it. What's going on, OG Jamer? D Cello, what's going on? DJ the Don was popping. It's popping. What's going on? All right.
$95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. I did it. $95. $99, $100. I did it. $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. I did it. $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. I did it.
Oh. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. See what we have going on here. Whoa. What just happened? Oh, I started it too early.
Not and choices we got in life. Those were your choices. Who shot who? Somebody got shot?
You good, Lo?
I hope. Y'all good? Not and choices we got in life. Those were your choices. Who shot who? Somebody got shot?
Lo, you good, Lo?
I hope. Y'all good?
Damn, Brody.
Nigga, that motherfucker trying to look hard. Oh my God. You damn idiot. You damn idiot. You deserve that. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh. Let's get into the final topic, man. Let's set this thing up. Let me set this thing up. Let me grab that. Give me 1 second, y'all. What in the hell? All right. All right. We got to talk about Marvel Rivals, of course, because I'm never going to to let this go. This addiction is here and it's not leaving, okay? Marvel Rivals has captivated the gaming community in ways that probably the only game that's done it recently is Helldivers. But Helldivers lost the juice, okay? Marvel Rivals is doing something unprecedented. It has everybody talking. It has gamers cheering and journalists squealing. Well, not all of them, okay? Guys, season 1 of Marvel Rivals is bringing us 6 new characters, okay? Now, I understand we've talked about this, but there's a lot to talk about. Okay? A lot to talk about. All right, we got the Fantastic Four coming, okay? We know that. All 4 of these characters are coming. Sue Storm has started a new Gooner episode. I mean, people are gooning all over the place. Niggas is beating off with lotion, baby oil, hot sauce. I mean, it's nasty out here. Okay. Even Reed Richards is out there. Reed Richards got the women fawning. The hell. Now, Frostfang in the chat says, really, I only count 4. But yet he hasn't counted the blood moon you see in the back. Yeah. Blade is coming, baby. Blade is coming. Not only is Blade coming, but we know Ultron is coming season 1 too. I can't wait for Ultron. I cannot wait for Ultron. I can care less about the Fantastic Four, but Ultron is coming. 6 characters in season 1. Insane. But see, Marvel Rivals got the media sick. Marvel Rivals has too many heroes for its own good. Jade King. If you trash at the game, just say you trash. If you trash at the game, just say you trash. Too many heroes for its own good. Fuck out of here. We're not even going to take the time to read your article. The game is awesome. The game is amazing. The plans they got for it. This game, I'm telling you, good content. Like, think about it. Think about it. Think about what this is going to do for the Marvel brand. Marvel needs this. They've been running the MCU into the ground. They needed this. Who really buying Squirrel Girl comics? That Squirrel Girl cosplay finna go crazy, though. That Squirrel Girl, I need all my thick women. If you thick, I need to see the best Squirrel Girl cosplays all 2025. All of it. I need a good Squirrel Girl cosplay to put on the wall. Holy. You gotta be fine though. Listen, no Big Shirley's.
Big Shirley.
If you bricked up, get out of the chat. Frostfan, if you bricking off with rubbing alcohol, you need to see a doctor immediately. But if you bricked up, get out the chat. Marvel Rivals is going to do so much for the Marvel brand. Remember what Baby Yoda did for Star Wars? I got a hoodie with Baby Yoda on it. That's what Marvel Rivals, but it's not just one character, right? It's a lot. Psylocke. Magic. Jeff the fucking Land Shark. Oh, this is going to do. Marvel is scrambling, okay? But you got other headlines. After Marvel Rivals, Overwatch is headed to an all-time low player count on Steam. Holy. And that begs the question, is Marvel Rivals actually going to do it? Are they actually going to put Overwatch in the dirt? And this is coming from our friend Paul Tassi. Sarcasm. Obvious sarcasm there. Good artists copy, great artists steal. That may in part explain the massive success of Marvel Rivals, very much an Overwatch clone in many ways, but elevating the game with its roster of Marvel heroes and villains and supplanting Overwatch's role in the space somewhat noticeably. Marvel Rivals is currently putting up 400,000 players a night on Steam alone, in addition to being a top game on PlayStation and Xbox. We do not have as much data for Overwatch, but there are certainly ways to gouge trend lines, and they're not great. Chief among that data are its Steam numbers. Yes, it's true that the vast majority of players on are on the Blizzard launcher. Are they? And yet there is no reason to think that the game would only be trending in this direction on one platform, as it's likely to indicate a broader trend across all places it exits. Okay, as it stands, Overwatch is currently moving toward what would be its lowest player count yet, as its last 30 days, i.e., December, the launch month of Marvel Rivals, it put up on almost record low peak, missing by just a few thousand. But an additional factor is too is that Overwatch just released a new character barely over a month ago in late November, so you might imagine numbers would be higher. That's not the case. I'm sorry. There is not a complete drop off or anything when Marvel Rivals launched on December 6th, but what was already a downward trend at the time has continued with no sign of pulling up. In another week or so, it may hit that record low point. Meanwhile, another metric we can track is the most played Xbox games, where Marvel Rivals is currently number 8, and the only new game that isn't a sports title, Call of Duty, or an external fixture like Fortnite, Roblox, or Minecraft. Overwatch, meanwhile, is 19th behind Forza Horizon 5 and Ark Survival Ascended. On PS5, Marvel Rivals is in the top 10, and number 10 specifically, with all other games being established franchise. We don't have any data past the top 10, so of course, Overwatch isn't there. I mean, what more do you need to say? When you add character designs like this, and smooth gameplay like this, guys, they deserve it. And Overwatch deserves what it's about to get. You get what I'm saying? Somebody said thigh lock. She is fine, ain't she? I can't wait till we get some good live action Psylocke. You know what I'm saying? Not that she was bad in X-Men Apocalypse, but like she was like a side character. I need Psylocke with some actual talking roles. You know what I'm saying? Now look at this fucking weirdo. Everybody's gooning over Sue Storm, and he want to know how fat is the thing's ass.
That nigga gay.
You just can't make this stuff up. Bison would be insane on Marvel Rivals. Are you talking about Bison from Street Fighter? Captain Commando? What the hell? Somebody said, I want a DMC crossover for Rivals. Oh, y'all shooting for the sky. I'm pretty sure Marvel's going to want to keep this thing Marvel focused. Spade says, to be fair, I see people talking about Venom's cakes all the time, but I'm talking specifically about Airbag. The same people who try to say that we're weirdos for gooning over Stellar Blade. And he's gooning because we're gooning over women. It's a problem, but he's gooning over the thing's ass. Like, you can do that if you want to be a Rainbow Warrior. Do that, but don't fucking come at us because we celebrating the sexuality of women. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I don't think I plan on playing the Fantastic Four. Well, no, that's not true. Because I tell you what. I never saw myself playing as Groot, but I've been playing as Groot lately. I never saw myself playing as Jeff the Land Shark, but I tried them. I didn't like playing as them, but I tried them. Right? I didn't see myself playing as Magic. Magic, it's going to take a little while, but Magic might be my favorite mutant now. I know everybody loved the Cyclopses of the world, the Jean Greys, the Wolverines, Gambit. Oh, it's going to be crazy when they put Gambit in the game. They have to put Gambit. As a matter of fact, let's be honest, guys. The whole mutant roster need to be in this game. The whole mutant roster need to be in this game. You don't actually realize how tough the mutants are until you play a game like this. And it's like, wow, what if they put Apocalypse in the game? Holy shit. Apocalypse? I mean, if you could put Ultron in the game, you could put Apocalypse in the game. Carnage. You could put the whole Sinister Six in the game. Nah, you can't put Scorpion in the game. I'm sorry. Electro. Spade says, you think they get Onslaught in there? Ooh. See, as much as I want to say, nah, that might be a little too OD. I think a lot of these characters are so obscure and out of the realm of thought that I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't have thought they would have put Namor in the game, right? Esther Immortal says it's time for men. What that mean? Space says, I was talking about, I wanted a Marvel versus Capcom crossover. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. I think Marvel is looking at Disney and Marvel is looking at this like, holy shit, somebody actually rescued the Marvel brand. Like, guys, think about it. Think about it. Marvel's Avengers flopped. The last Marvel vs. Capcom game, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, flopped. Right? What's another Marvel game that's come out recently? Or not recently come out, but like I can't even think of. I think Marvel's Avengers might have been the only thing. I mean, Spider-Man 2, but like that's not like that's just Spider-Man. The X-Men game that Insomniac working on looks like garbage. Looks like complete garbage. And then the movies have been garbage. Outside of Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, everything's been garbage. They needed somebody to rescue the Marvel brand. And not only did they get something to rescue the Marvel brand, they hit a home run, guys. Marvel Rivals is a home run. It's a home run, and not only that it's taken the Marvel meter and moved it up a great significant, but there's potential for growth here. Jeff the Shark is going to be a household name in the future if they don't fuck it up with the live action version. If they make something cute and adorable but powerful like they did with Grogu, Jeff the Shark will be a house. Squirrel Girl is going to be a household name. Can you believe that? I don't know if Magic will be a household name, but she's tough. Who else? Who else? They say Frostfang says I want Iceman. That would be tough. If they can do Iceman flying, not really flying, just sliding around on ice. Like imagine Iceman, he could, for characters who can't fly, he could make an ice bridge. That would be tough. He would have to be a support character, right? He could build ice walls. Oh, we need to get up higher. He could build an ice bridge. He could heal you. I don't know. Oh my God. Silver Surfer would go bananas. Silver Surfer would go bananas. What would he be though? He'd be a duelist? A Vanguard, wouldn't he? Juggernaut would go crazy too. Nightcrawler. My thing is Nightcrawler would have to be support though, right? See, I can see how you would say that Nightcrawler would be a duelist, but no, he'd have to be support or a strategist. He'd have to be a strategist, right? Have to be. He'd have to be a strategist. He could teleport, obviously by himself, but he could teleport his teammates. And when he teleports his teammates, he heals them. Ooh. And then his ultimate ability is he's able to teleport multiple teammates at once. Ooh. Cable would go bananas. Omega Red. Wow. Like I said, put the whole mutant roster in there. Put it in there. But anyway, it's going to be it for Marvel Rivals. And that's going to be it for the stream. All right. So we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. I got to get ready for Saturday Night Hypnosis. Tomorrow we'll be doing 30 carats. I'm about to go and hit up a guest right now. Hint. See if they can pull up to 30 carats tomorrow, and we find us some cool to talk about. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell, because a lot of y'all are saying y'all are not getting the notifications. Make sure y'all turn on the notification bell if you want to know when we're live. For those of you who wasn't here in the beginning, the schedule is as follows: Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Ninjacast Morning Grift Edition. Okay. All right. On Saturday, 4 p.m., Ninjacast Saturday Edition. All right. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 30 carats, 10 p.m. Eastern Time with a guest. That's what we're aiming for. Okay. That's what we're aiming for. So, with that said, make sure y'all like the video or the stream. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell, because I'm looking to bring on guests for 30 carats that are hopefully in the future going to blow y'all's mind, and we're going to have a great old time. We're trying to get to 30K. So make sure y'all, support your boy, help your boy out. In the meantime, as always, guys, may the grift be with you. I will talk to y'all later, and I'll see y'all on Saturday Night Hypnosis. Deuces.